What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, y'all. Before I get going on our video, smash on that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Share the video. Turn on your notifications, and please go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86 TV. If you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. Don't forget about our live shows as well. I'm live every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Live every Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Then you can also catch me live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's go ahead and get it popping, get into our video today. And today, Tank Davis don't want no smoke. Tank Davis don't want the big fights. Let's talk about it, bro. So, Tank Davis recently did an interview with Gillie the Kid. Great interview, bro. They talked about a lot of topics. One topic that came up is why haven't he gotten the big fights? And they talked about that. And so, Tank Davis answered one of Gillie the Kid's questions, honestly, truthfully. And people are running with it and taking it to mean that he don't want smoke. And they're criticizing him because of his answer to this one specific question. And so we want to talk about it because I believe context matters, right? And let's start there. Before I play the snippet and we break it down, first let's all agree that context matters. So if I tell you, look, bro, I don't drive. I never will drive, right? I'll never drive. I'll never get a license. I don't ever want to drive a car. You might be like, man, what you mean? Knockout weird. Knockout, he don't drive. What's that? But then if I tell you I don't drive because when I was 12 years old, my whole family, everybody except me, died in a horrific car accident. And so now I don't never want to drive no more because I was in the car with them and I was the only one to make it out. Y'all gonna be like, oh, I understand why you don't drive. I understand why you don't drive. And so let's start there, bro. Context, putting things in their proper context and in their proper perspective, that shit matters, bro. And people want to criticize a young man like Tank Davis so bad that they don't put things into their proper context. Let's talk about it though. Here's the entire quote, because I also notice people are just taking a part of the answer to the question and not listening to the whole answer that he gave. But we're going to play the whole answer, then we're going to talk about it and what it means and just give y'all my opinion on the whole situation. So here we go. Here's the audio right here.
How many times you done went in there and said, I want these niggas, man?
To be honest, I ain't never said it.
Yeah.
I don't even. Once they call me and be like, you might be fight, or after the fight, like after I won, they call me, let me know like you might be going back this time. All right, boom. So they call me around that time and like with a name.
Yeah.
But this time it's already situated.
Yeah, rolling.
Yeah, cause
You gonna ice him though.
Alright, so what people are holding on to is that part where I ain't never went in their office and asked them. I ain't never asked them for a fight. Now, I don't understand why this is news, first of all, because the man done said multiple occasions he fight who they put in front of him. And I have criticized him for that. So when asking him, hey, man, did you ever ask for those fights? And he say, nah, I didn't. What do you say? They call me with a name. Or after I finish a fight, they say, hey, you going to come back and you going to be fighting around this time. And then when they get close to that time, they call me with a name. They didn't have to do that this time because it was already situated with Rolly because we was already supposed to fight. That's what he said in a nutshell. But what I don't understand is how you take that, right? And you take it to mean that he don't want big fights and you don't put things into their proper context. So, for instance, we're acting like he didn't say it's time. The time is now to fight Vasily Lomachenko back in August of 2019. We also acting like Calvin Ford ain't come out in February of 2021 when Teofimo Lopez was the man and say, hey, we want the Teofimo Lopez fight. Tank Davis also did the Last Stand podcast with Brian Custer, November of 2021. And he said, hey, man, I want all them guys. When the smoke clears, I will be the last man standing. Then here we are, February of 2022. 2 months ago, Calvin Ford comes out and says it again. Hey, man, we want Vasily Lomachenko. So the man clearly want big fights. And then if you are pushing the narrative that, hey, man, he don't want big fights. See, I told you, man, he ain't never winning ass Floyd. He ain't never winning ass Leonard Ellerbe. Why would he, bro? Knockout, what you mean, why would he? This is a young man from the hood who ain't never had nothing. He don't have a father figure like Bill Haney guiding him, business savvy, telling him what to do, you know, looking out for him, all that shit. He learning on the job, bro. He's maturing slower. It is proven that when you got a father in your life, you mature faster when you got both parents. If you don't have a father, especially for a young man, you don't have a father in your life, it takes you longer to mature because ain't nobody there to teach you shit. So a young kid from the hood, because he really from Baltimore, he really from the hood, who ain't never had nothing. And now you got Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe, they making you millions. They giving you cars and shit. They giving you houses and shit. Why would you be going in their office asking them to do anything different? When in your mind, you a dog, you a beast, you'll fight whoever. But as time has gone on, as he's gotten older, he has started to call for those fights. Why would he go and do that when he's telling us what he want to do? Or Calvin Ford is telling us what Tank Davis wants to do. Does anybody listening to this video believe that Calvin Ford is saying these names and calling for these fights and that ain't what Tank Davis wants? He been working with Tank Davis since Tank Davis was a little kid. We believe that Derrick James is speaking on Errol Spence's behalf, and he's talking about what Errol Spence wants, and he wants what's best for his fighter, and he ain't speaking without Errol Spence's blessing. And Derrick James and Errol Spence haven't worked together as long as Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford. So we can believe it for Derrick James and Errol Spence, but we don't believe it for Tank Davis and Calvin Ford. Then I would ask you, if he don't want the big fights, why is he frustrated? Why is he talking about his contract is up? Why is Floyd Mayweather talking about their relationship in the past tense? I thought I did a good job with the kid. I thought we promoted him well. I wish him nothing but the best. Why is the young man thinking about leaving? If all he cared about still was the money, if all he cared about was being a star, why is he so pissed off with Floyd right now? I'm just asking, bro. I'm trying to figure out what we doing and what we trying to accomplish. This ain't no news to me, bro. He has said that before, that he didn't go ask them for fights, that he just fought who they put in front of him, that they called him with a name. Yes, those are facts. But what's also a fact is right now at 27, he ain't the same person he was when he was 25, when he was 24. Obviously, he ain't just doing what they say and going with the flow and shit, because there wouldn't be any tension there. We wouldn't be making videos. People wouldn't be reporting that people are trying to make him offers because they know he leaving. People wouldn't be doing that shit, bro. He wouldn't be putting up on Twitter GTD promotions and shit. He wouldn't be calling Floyd jealous of him and shit. Floyd Mayweather himself, if Tank Davis was still going to be there, if he still was trying to promote Tank Davis and he had his best interest at heart, he wouldn't be having press conferences on the same day and shit, bro. Taking the shine off of Tank. These are things that when he was younger, when he had never had nothing, that maybe he let slide. He let Floyd talk for him. Shit, you making me millions. I ain't never had shit. I'm just a kid from the hood. Go ahead, talk, bro. I just want to fight. But as he's gotten older and grown into himself, bro, he started realizing what's up and what he needs to be doing. And Devin Haney, moving the way that he's moving, is kind of speeding that process up. Because I'm sure you can agree or disagree, but I know Tank Davis think he better than Devin Haney. Tank Davis think he can beat the guys that Devin Haney can beat. And he believes in himself that he can beat Devin Haney. So when you see Devin Haney getting all this love and all this shine, of course, the competitive nature, you looking at that young man doing this thing and shit, you like, man, look, bro, this is my last fight. And I don't want to fight Rolly anyway. The man called the man a clown and said, this is why y'all got me fighting him, because y'all know my contract was up. So we ignore all of this shit, bro. We ignore him calling out Lomachenko in 2019. We ignore Calvin Ford saying that they want the Teofimo Lopez fight. We ignore him saying that he want to fight all the guys that we want him to fight on the interview with Brian Custer. We ignore Calvin Ford coming out again at the beginning of this year saying they waiting on the Lomachenko fight. They want the Lomachenko fight. We ignore all of that shit. And we take a 3-second snippet and say, oh man, he never went in their office and asked him for a fight. He never wanted to fight. He don't want to fight. We ignore the man's background. We ignore that they was making this man millions, shit that he had never seen before. As a 20, I dare any of y'all, if you 23, 24, 25 years old, you telling me if you that young and somebody getting you condos, cars, jewelry, you making millions and shit, you gonna go question how they handling your career? That's what y'all telling me? Of course he never went to them and asked them for big fights because he was happy at the time, bro. But the same shit that make you happy at 23, 24, 25 years old don't make you happy at 27 years old, about to be 28 in November, bro. What are we really talking about, bro? We just trying to bash people for the sake of bashing them, or we really listening to what people saying and taking into consideration other circumstances? That's all I'm saying, bro. You can have your opinion. That's cool. If you think he don't want smoke, that's your prerogative, bro. Believe what you want to believe. But I believe, and I'll close the video with this, I believe he never went to Ellaby's office. He never went to Floyd Mayweather's office coming up, calling for those big fights, because he was already making big money and he ain't never had shit. He was already living in condos and shit and he ain't never had no place to himself. He was already driving nice cars and shit and he ain't never have no nice car. So all the shit that he yearned for when he was coming up in the hood having nothing, all the shit that he wanted, he had got. But once you get that shit, you probably want more shit. And your wants and your needs and the way you view your career and the way you view yourself, it changes as you get older, bro. And that has clearly changed within him. And if you can't see that shit, you probably just ain't paying attention, bro. That's all. That's really all this shit is in a nutshell. Context matters. And when you put that comment, when you put the answer to that question in its proper context, you shouldn't be surprised that he said that shit. Because he said the shit before. I fight who they put in front of me. Well, guess what? Clearly he ain't on that shit. Or he wouldn't be so pissed off that he got to fight Rolly, bro. Clearly he ain't on that shit. Or he wouldn't be leaving Mayweather Promotions. Well, knockout, you don't know if he's leaving. You don't know if he's leaving. Go listen to Floyd Mayweather quotes, bro. And tell me he ain't all but confirmed that that young man is out the door. Go listen to it. And you let me know what's up. But anyway, bro, that's all I got, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think of the whole situation. I'm not surprised by it. I don't think nothing of it. It kind of is what it is. I already knew this because he already said it, bro. He already said it. And I understand why he was moving like that. But now he's moving different. How I've been asking him to move. And we'll see what happens later on in the year, bro. We'll see what happens if he's able to get past Rolly and if he re-signs with Mayweather Promotions with no guarantees of big fights and he re-signs with them and he fights somebody very similar to Rolly or somebody that we don't want to see him fight, y'all know I'm going to be on his neck, bro. But until then, based on his actions, based on Floyd's actions, based on his words, based on Floyd's words, he out of there, bro. And if he out of there, it ain't for the money because he making the most money. It ain't for the stardom because they made him a big star. He's leaving because he wants other fights that they not getting him, bro. Point blank, period. There's no other conclusion that you can draw from that. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Comment down below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. If you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. Don't forget about our live show. Wednesday nights, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Thursday nights, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Then you can also catch me Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I appreciate everybody watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.